Hello. Let's see. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share Raven's Tail. It's a new stamp set that will be out by Stampin' Up, and I thought I'd show you what I've done with it. I love this. My daughter is a high school English teacher, and so of course I had to get this, right? Edgar Allan Poe, quoth the raven, nevermore. Had to have it. So, he's big. Here's my completed, I should take him out of the envelope. Excuse me while I fiddle around. Here. There it is. And this is a real feather. Before I ended up in Texas in 2001, I came from Northern California, and my friend had a ton of guinea hens, and she was breeding chickens to have certain hairstyles. It's a thing. And she said, go out in my yard, pick all the feathers that you want, put them in a pillowcase and wash them, and take them with you. So that was in 2001. I still have, look at this, look at this, look at this. I still have, I bet, now, okay, these are not hers, but I have a bag of feathers. Look at this. This is my hand. This is how, I mean, I have, look at that. I've got all kinds of beautiful, beautiful feathers in here from her. And I've used them. I use them on cards. Look at those. Look at those. Aren't they just gorgeous? So I use them when I do flower arrangements. I put them in pots. You know, you've seen that in stores where they have, excuse me, my feathers have just gone everywhere. They use them in potting, you know, beautiful, you know, we're just going to leave it. She can just stay there. So, beautiful feathers. And I use them on all kinds of cards. So here we go. Here's how to do, maybe I should get in the picture more. Here's how to do this card. First of all, I have to say there are lots of black inks out there. All kinds of inks that that Stampin' Up has, that other companies have. My favorite, and will always be my favorite, I think, unless, you know, some alien comes up with something else. I got this one. It's a brand new black. It is like a permanent ink, much like Stays On, since we don't have our moments. This is my favorite. Always has been. VersaFine. It's made by Sukaniko, I believe. Yep, Sukaniko. Long time ago, I did an exhibit for them, and Sukaniko means, I think it means cat in the moon. It's Japanese. Anyway, great company. I really like them. I like their ink. I am using my Stamparatus. I know the new thingamajig is out. I don't have it. I like my Stamparatus, and that's me. So, here we go. Ready to put this bird down. I like the Stamparatus of it. If she doesn't stamp well, I can restamp her. See? She didn't stamp well. Come on, girl. These magnets kind of make it there. But I got her. So, I'll take her off. It's a she. Okay, just don't mess with me. It's a she. All birds are she's. I feed my birds in the morning, and I call them she's. I say, hey girls, I'm coming out to feed you. And they know it. And they wait for me. They wait for me to give them their seed. And then they converge on the feeding bin along with the squirrel. Squirrel gets a ton. Squirrel's out there right now eating leftovers. They this summer they have been eating out of house and home. I'm telling you, I spend close to almost $100 a month just on bird food. Something's wrong with me. Bird brain. So I'm going to leave this, my Stamparatus, because I'm probably going to make a whole bunch of them for Carrie's, my daughter's English class. So now I've got my basic card. And I like this set. When I saw it, I knew I was going to be able to use it a lot because this is my silhouette stuff. And it's going to be my bird who's she's in the bushes. So I could use brown, and I'm going to use the big. Oh, too small. Okay, I got the big one. Bam. We're going to use the big one. We'll see how this goes. It's really... So I cut myself. I was cleaning watermelon, or cutting up watermelon, and I decided I would give it one more slice of cleaning. You know, it was all soaked up, and I took the blade, and I went shoo, and I had the blade facing the wrong way. So I am cut from here all the way up to here. Yes, I went to urgent care, but because I had to wait for my daughter to get back from giving blood, and my other daughter was at the dentist, I waited for a long time, and I held my hand together, my finger together for a couple of hours before I got to urgent care. And because I had done so, it kind of seated itself a little bit. And she said, well, you've got it seated pretty well. I'm going to put Liquiband on it, the stuff they use after you have a surgery. Yeah. So she put that on my finger, and yeah, it just started wearing off. Okay. See how I've got him. See, he turned into a him. Sorry. Got her all. I'm going to have her surrounded. And I am kind of, I'm pushing, but not too hard. Ah, okay. See that? I hate halos, but I can fix the halo. Watch how I fix the halo. I'm going to clean this. I push too. I should have put my ink on a different way. So when you use these great big ones, it's really kind of difficult. These big blocks, you got to smack it down, you know, and it's hard to smack. But I found this one. I really like this one. I go like this. I go like this. And I'm only going to use that upper half. And maybe I'll wipe this off. We'll see. If I need to do it again, I will. See? Look at that. Can't tell. And then what I'm going to do is, I like this one too. This one. This one's really good because this one can be all the, it can fill in all kinds of places. But what I'm going to do first is I got to give some ground. And, you know, I was going to draw, but I think what I'm going to do, I have some dirt here that I just tear, but I use cardstock to tear it. Oops, I better not hit something while I'm recording here. Okay, so I'm going to give him some ground to stand on, like that. And here's my brown. I use it a lot with crumb cake. You know? Must be something in the air. I heard my daughter just sneeze just now upstairs. She's studying to take her principal test to become an assistant principal. And I'm telling you, she's been studying and studying and studying. She takes it on Tuesday. I think we're all going to celebrate. Okay. And she's planning a wedding. Yeah, there we go. Should I give it dark sky? I think I like the brown of it. I was going to make it kind of blue skies, but I think I'm going to keep it brown. I'm going to put my early espresso away, and I'm going to get out my crumb cake. Ouch. You know, I hurt this finger. I have liquid glue, I have liquid Band-Aid on it because the stuff that the nurse practitioner put on it, she said she couldn't really find enough to be able to, because I had held it down for so long. She didn't feel like there was nothing to really sew it to. So, yeah. So there you go. You know, I could put a moon in here. I should have put a moon. Okay, next one I'll put a moon. See, this, when it starts doing things like that, I think it's time to get a new one. I just do. But, get out of here. I have a fly in here now. You know? Get out of my work spot. Okay. I really like these brushes. They're from Lavinia Stamps. She's from Scotland. And I really like her stuff, okay? So, this gives a softer, and I can control this more. For me, other people might like the brushes. For me, these work. And they come in this size. This size. This is number 7. I think this is a 10. What is this? I don't know. It's a big. It's big. This is a 7 and a 3. Let's see if I have one that, do they have them anymore? I don't know. This is like whatever this is, and then 7 and 3. So I can get little ones, big ones, but it allows me to do this. And I guess that does too, but I can control this, and I can make it really, really soft, and I can get in close. See how I can get in close? Yeah, I like that. And it's really okay that there's some of these swooshes there. That works fine. But if I want to draw my eye in towards him, I can make this really dark around here. And what that does is that'll give your eye, it will want to look towards him. Now with this one, I didn't do any coloring. All I did was just that. I did do some splattering. You can see little bits of splattering here. So I did do some splattering, but I think on this one, I'm going to color her legs a little bit, her feet. So it gives a little more definition. And I think I want it lighter. So I want this part lighter. So I'm going to color it real light. Just a gentle, gentle hand is what I'm doing. And then here I'm going to give it certain places. I'm going to make it a little, I'm going to go over it again. I don't know. What color do crow's beaks? Anybody know? I don't know crow's beaks. Let me Google it real quick. See what they're... I keep going off camera. I apologize for that. Let me look. Crow. Images. They're black. They're gray. Okay, so I'm going to make it gray. And I'm going to make this dark. I don't know. I don't know that I like the light. Now that I'm doing the light, I think it's adding another color, and I don't want to add another color. Does that make sense? It's more, monochromatic this way. So we're going to add some, make brown. I don't know, baby. It's a European crow. Our crows are just all black and shiny. That's it. Okay, maybe the eyeball should be... no, they're black too. I'm looking. Okay, but, I don't want it that way. I want it white. And maybe white here. I don't know. It's really easy. And then all I have to do is stamp. And what I tend to do when I'm going to do a one stamping, did I put something? No. So I do I put it, can you see? Yeah. So I'm going to put this on the line. Hopefully my head isn't in the shot. And doesn't quite fit there. That'll fit. And then I put it on. Let's try it. Let's try the again, VersaFine is what I like. It doesn't always clean all the way off your stamps, but you know what? Guess what? Stamps are nothing but tools. And every now and then you got to get new tools, right? What do you think? Okay, on my side it looks straight. You probably can't see that, or you can't tell, but I can. Okay, here we go. Quoth the raven nevermore. There we go. I'll mount him on black cardstock, and he'll be good to go. I kind of like that. What do you think? I like the brown in him. I think the brown in him is pretty good. I think this is too white. So we're going to color him. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Go over to my website and take a look at what we have. I got this on a pre-order. And if you're thinking of buying $150 worth of Stampin' Up stuff, you really ought to think about becoming a demonstrator. Please try and be a demonstrator underneath me. If you do, you can get $99. I think you get like $120 worth of stuff. So it's worth it. It's worth it. Okay, we're going to do gray, right? We did gray, and then I came back through with the white. I think that's really an important coloring thing, is to come back through then with the white, because it really, I think, makes the gray show up better, right? You know, I've got a white, where are you? I have a white pen, gel pen, you know, these. Let's try this. Come on. What do you think? Come on. You hear pounding outside? Our mail carrier does not know how to open a mailbox gently. Can I just say? And the mail, all the mail stuff is outside our house. You know, the big boxes that hold everybody's mail. It's right outside my house. And so she's just really loud. I even had to call, this is terrible. I had to call the post office and ask if she could turn down her music because I absolutely couldn't talk because it was recording it. Is that crazy? Okay, so because this stamped up a little bit, I'm making the ground come across. You see how I'm coloring in this ground? And I'm going to use my blender. Yeah, it's got some green on it, but who cares? Because it's going into brown. It's okay. You'll never see it. There. Now, the other thing I did on this card that I haven't done on this one yet is I splatter painted it. I splattered water on it. So, I took a paintbrush. Lavinia, again, Stamps has that. And I put some water in here. Oh, please be careful. I have my card right there. That's really dumb. Okay, I'm going to scoot this over here. And I get this really kind of wet. And I want to see how it's going to look first. I want to get my dots not so big. Okay. And then you take a paper towel, which I have right here on the floor. You should have this more ready than what I did. See the dots? I don't know if you can see that. There. See that? Isn't that cool? I think I want a couple more up here. Ooh. There. There. That's all there is to it. A little splatting. And, see? If I did, so let's say I didn't want this cluster in here so much. You just go back over it with your brush. Come here, brush. Where are you, brush? Really? Is that my brush? Ooh, it's accenting it more. I kind of like that. So, there you go. How to have fun on a hot day. And I'm going to put my feather on. Actually, you know what I do? I put this on cardstock. I'm not sure how big a cardstock I used. Let's see, people. I hope I cut this right. Let's see. If not, I can always cut it down. Yeah, it's already big. Let's see. It should be, you know, I thought I had this all set up. What happened? This is a 4 by 5 1/4, right? Right. So I'm going to make this 4 7/8 by, I have to cut the bottom. 5 1/4, I said. Isn't that what I said? Yes. I should know this. Look at that. Didn't even need to build up the ground. Oh well. It's all right. Next time it will be cut better. Here you go. There she is. And she's just beautiful. I love her. Okay. Let me put her on. Sorry, my arm got over this. I always get the corners because I don't like it if the corners are not done stick down. I want my corners to stick down right. And I flip it over to make it flat. Look at that. Look at her. She's so cool. Okay, watch. Now we're going to add feather. It's a pretty feather. I think it's a guinea hen feather. I don't know. Somebody who's a birder out there probably knows. My daughter would know. My other daughter worked in an apiary. Stay. These are really good for making things stay down. Stay. Put her on my cardstock. Oh, she's so pretty, isn't she? There you go. She's going to be all done. There. They do this in October, so I'll have plenty of time to get this done. So, there's my web page. See all the products that are there. Follow me on YouTube. And I will see you again. Hopefully. Soon. Follow me. All those things.